Hello there folks, my name is Kevin. Just as promised in my last video, I'm going to do my take on these Tekton speakers, which I got behind me here. They're the Moab, fairly large speaker I must say. In the other video I had the Tekton impacts, double impacts, sorry, and they're a very nice speaker. Anyways, I got the Moabs here and they're all broken in. I had them running on a receiver for 2 weeks. Now I'm going to give them a little shot. I have a 50 watt per channel tube amplifier, all hand wired, and I have a Class A 100 watt per channel solid state that I'm going to be pushing them through and see what these things do. I'm pretty excited to hear the sound of these Tekton Moabs, the mighty Moab. Well, we're here with the mighty Moabs. As I call them, the mighty Moabs, because they're so big. These speakers are huge. They're 12-inch drivers, multiple tweeters used as a mid-range, and then they have the one tweeter that they use. Yeah, they're very big speakers, 72 inches. These are big speakers, and they sound big. Anyways, these pair here had, as I said, on a receiver for 2 weeks, playing tunes through them to break them in. These have the $300 upgrade from Tekton. You get upgraded caps, wiring, inductors, and you get the binding posts, which are Cardass, which are solid copper. So you're getting some significant upgrades there for 300 bucks, that's $300 US, which is really good. These ones here, I also had some extra wiring doubled up to each crossover as well, just kind of a request that I had that they did, which is very good. Anyways, how do these speakers sound? Well, first thing I put them on, I noticed mid-range is very well done. It's just like perfect mid-range. Like what more can you ask for? And the high frequencies are great. It's just throughout these tweeters and the arrangement and everything, you'd find, maybe it's going to be a blurred sound or something like that. But anyways, it's just seamless. It just you couldn't ask for anything better. And then even the low frequency, it's very full, obviously, and it's got that weight and body. But just how it's integrated with the rest of the drivers, it just creates this wall of sound that is, the way I can describe it, it just sounds thick. It's a very thick sounding, the bass isn't bloaty. When they hit a note on a bass guitar, it's got that low frequency naturalness to it that you can feel it in your chest and that. How I kind of describe it, I guess, when you're watching something live, a live pro audio situation where you're watching a live band, it's got that effect, but only it's got that clarity of a high-end speaker. I guess it's the integration of using high-end tweeters plus using pro audio woofers and that, you get that effect. So it's kind of like somewhere in between where it's integrated, but very well job done. Very great sounding speaker, even though they're large. But I guess if you want that kind of sound, you got to have a big speaker. If you got to have that many drivers, you got to have that size of the front cabinet to be able to do that. They're very well made. I took a little flashlight, looked inside just to see how they're well made. They're insulated, lots of bracing on the cabinet, and there is 2 ports on the back if you wanted to play around with plugging one port or 2 ports on the back just to see what effect you would get. I haven't did that, but that's an option there. They don't come with plugs, but you can obviously use something to plug it with. But I had no problem with the bass in this room. This is it's not treated room. It's just a regular living room. So those folks that are want to get a pair to put in their living room or an untreated room, they're going to sound great. I mean, I had no problems with them in here. And the sound stage is amazing. It's just you know, it's got that very large. What it kind of reminds me of when I first listened to them was when you go into these high-end shows and you walk into rooms where they have very large systems, and you look at it and it sounds, you know, you're like, wow, okay, that sounds amazing, but you're not even, you know, thinking about it because it's way out of your price range, or you would never think of even spending that much or going that far in your audio journey. So what these ones here, the Moab, Mighty Moab, will give you that effect of, you know, this is a very large high-end system speaker. That's what it is. And you get down to the bare bones, that's what this speaker is, without the big cost. They're gonna blow away stuff in the competition. These are 52, I think they come to 52 or 53 American. And in the States, I guess that's US, that's free shipping. Here you got to pay duties and all that kind of stuff. But for that kind of money, I don't think you're going to touch them. Here in Canada, you're probably close to $7,000 or something. But you know, what are you going to buy with $7,000 that is going to compete with what you're getting right here? Very, very, very well done by Tekton. I was very impressed. Previous video had the double impacts, which are, you know, a very large speaker, but these are a lot bigger. So so that's my kind of thoughts on them. What I, you know, as far as sound, what I used on them here is I have in the back here, I have a Corrado 50 watt per channel amplifier. It's KT90s. Anyways, it's very transparent sounding. That's why I've had it such a while, and I use it quite a bit here. So I wanted to hear, you know, if there's going to be any faults in these speakers or what's going to happen as far as the sound. I use that, and then behind me I have it's a threshold amplifier, Class A 100 watt per channel, solid state. So that gives them good. Both sounded great on both. There was no, you know, say, oh, it sounded better with the tube. I kind of prefer the tube myself, but the solid state works well too. And I'm sure if you climb up in power on an amplifier, they're going to perform as well too, because you're going to get these drivers moving. What I found with these, you know, they worked well, you know, anywhere in the volume. When they had them down low, well, obviously they have large drivers, so you're not going to get, you know, that sound at very low volumes. But, you know, as you turn up the dial, and it doesn't have to be that loud, they sound very well balanced, very full. They have an impactful sound. So these are going to do it for most people. I would say they're kind of a speaker, maybe almost like an end game for quite a while. If you own a pair of these, you're going to love them. What is there not to love about them? I guess maybe you don't like the size or how big they are, but these ones here are pretty close. You get close to touching the ceiling, and they're quite heavy too as well. Not as heavy as probably what you think. I was thinking they're maybe about 160 or something, but I think they're about 130, 40 or somewhere in that range. But you need two people to kind of manhandle them, that's for sure. If you're trying to do them by yourself, which when they came here, I tried to use my two-wheel dolly, and as soon as I started rolling with them, the actual weld on one of the wheels broke. So that tells you they're not light, and I'm kind of glad it did, because I got some help to actually bring them in, which I think if I try to do it by myself, you know, might injure my back or something like that. But anyways, it's a two-man deal. These are in the white color. You can get them any color you want. You can get them blue, red, whatever color. And I think if you want to pick your own color, any color you want, I think it's a $45 US upcharge or something like that. And there's these spikes on it that come with it, or you can get just the little razors on it. They're not the spike, but they're just the you know, the standard ones. I ended up ordering both, so that way I have the option to put the spikes on the other type on, and that's only they're $25 US to get them, so they're not expensive by far. So I listened to some vinyl on these too as well for you vinyl lovers. I got the acoustic solids turntable back there. It's got the Hannah low output moving coil cartridge on there. It sounds awesome with vinyl as well. And I thought maybe because the bigger speaker would affect, you know, the sound with the low frequencies and stuff, but no problem at all. So I would say these are a very well done speaker. Definitely one of those speakers you call a keeper, and it's going to outperform tons and tons and tons of stuff out there. It's not even in the same category. If you want that large lifelike sound, and you know, you close your eyes, sit back, and you're just, you know, that's what I want to hear. It's got the bottom end, it's got the weight, it's got that thick sound, the clarity, you know, everything sounds neutral. And as far as drums, I'm a drummer. Drums on it, you know, you turn this up, they sound like real drums, real kick drum, snare, hi-hats, the toms, everything sounds realistic on these ones. So I don't think you can go wrong with these with these speakers. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the Moab. If you want to pick up a pair, you can call Tekton and ask them questions about them. There's some more info online, but these are my thoughts on these speakers. So just tell you, everybody take care, and stay tuned for more of my videos. And I'm going to do a few other ones. I might you know, do another one on a showdown Tekton between the Moabs and the double impacts. I'll see about that if I get time to do that. But anyways, I'll leave you with that, and God bless everybody and have an amazing week. And all right, that's my take.